Welcome ladies and gentlemen back to another Hunter Call of the Wild video, and today we are going to be going over the 4 best loadouts for Grade 1 grinding in 2025. Now these are going to be split up into categories, so we're going to have one for Class 1 or Pheasants, one for Red Fox, one for the mid-class species, so fallow deer, whitetail, mule deer, and then one for like bear and moose and stuff like that. So let's jump straight into the video. Now coming up first for our pheasant grinding loadout, in my opinion the best one is definitely the Cacciatore 12 gauge and the 22 LR. Now the reason why I do prefer this shotgun over any of the others is because it does hold 6 rounds, it is a pump action, and it is a base game weapon, meaning you don't need to get a DLC or weapon pack or anything like that. However, for the 22 LR, you will have to get the weapon pack. I'll throw that up on screen right now, which one it's included in. But yeah, you will have to get the DLC to have the 22 LR. However, the Cacciatore 12 gauge shotgun is a base game weapon, and I by far find it the most effective gun to take down pheasants with. Obviously you can use other shotguns, you can use the semi-automatic 10 gauge, I just don't find that as powerful, and sometimes the pheasants can actually tank a shot and still live on, but that is it for loadout number 1. Coming up next we have the Red Fox loadout. Now I by far think that the Quist Reaper is the best grinding gun for Red Fox in the game. This thing is extremely powerful, and your foxes are not going to be walking away very far at all. And better yet, it is a semi-automatic and it holds 5 rounds, so you can get follow-up shots pretty quickly, especially for the Red Fox grind where you have to take out both the male and the female to get the respawns. I find this gun to be just absolutely amazing for getting both of them down and for follow-up shots. This thing is an absolute beast. Pair this with the 22 LR and you have the ultimate loadout for Red Fox grinding. This is also a part of a DLC, both of the weapons, so I'll throw up both of the names of the DLCs that you have to purchase in order to use these weapons. But by far, the best weapon in the game for Red Fox. Coming up next for our mid-class species, so this includes anything like tahr, fallow deer, whitetail, and mule deer. I do highly recommend using the Zaza 308. This thing packs an absolute punch, gets them down on the spot, and it is another semi-automatic rifle holding 5 rounds. So very easy to get follow-up shots, especially since this AR has no recoil whatsoever. It makes it very, very easy to get multiple animals down in a herd. But yeah, pair this again with the 22 LR, and the 22 LR is going to be in every loadout in this video. So that is probably the ultimate best weapon to have. It's just mandatory for all grinds basically. But yeah, the Zaza 308 is definitely the best for those class 4 weapons. Now obviously there's nothing wrong with using something like the 303, or you can even use the M1. I use that sometimes just to change it up a bit. It is a very, very good gun. But any of the bolt actions will do. This one is just the ultimate one for grinding, due to the fact that it is just so easy to get follow-up shots and everything. There's really you really don't have any sort of delay between shots at all. There's hardly any recoil. It's just the best gun hands down for grinding mid-tier species. And coming in for our last loadout, we have the 300 AR. Now this thing is an absolute powerhouse. This thing gets down moose, bear, and red deer extremely quick and effectively, meaning you don't have to chase them around. Just be aware that if you are grinding red deer with this weapon, it is not the correct class, as this gun goes from classes 7 to 9, whereas red deer are class 6. So make sure you're shooting your rares and your diamonds, and obviously your great ones with the right caliber, because this thing will absolutely annihilate it. However, this is the best gun to grind red deer, moose, and black bear in the Hunter Call of the Wild. It is just an absolute powerhouse. Again, 5 round semi-automatic with hardly any recoil at all. It's just the bigger version of the Zaza 308. So this thing is an absolute beast. Pair this again with the 22LR and you will have the ultimate loadout. Now, this is also a part of the DLC, and so are the other guns as well, or most of them on this list, so I'll go ahead and I'll throw them all up. But yeah, this thing is an absolute beast. It is it just gets down Red Deer and everything in its path extremely quickly. You do not want to be messing with this gun. Well, you don't want to be on the opposite side of this gun. It will not end good whatsoever. So yeah, but that is going to be my top 4 grinding loadouts for each class, and that is my full list for 2025 for the best grinding loadouts. If you did enjoy the video, please do leave a like and a subscribe. It really does help the channel out, and until next time, peace.